I am health inspector. I received a miracle box of fruit, and it came in a box that looks like something I've seen at a supermarket produce section, but it would be a small section of the section of pears. So this pear did come uniform in color and too hard to eat. I like pears that have the ripe scent. It smells like it's ripe, and then they'd be juicy, right? I don't know. I haven't tried one yet, but this has. Since it's been ripening in the box, I left it with the lid on. I left it exactly how I found it, except that I had opened it by cutting open what sealed the top to the bottom. So I opened the top to look inside, and then I put it back the way that it was to ripen. I didn't take the lid off, so now I have the lid off. I can't help that. And I'm looking at that it has some brown here that was not there before. And down here, it's no longer uniform in color, but I want to give you the money and credit that it was uniform in color when I received it. So it was beautiful. It's just too hard to eat it. So I'm waiting for the right time for when they are ripe to eat them. The first 2 days or so, I had the box. I left it in the bottom of the refrigerator, not in the produce drawer. I left it on the bottom shelf because it was an empty space, and the box filled the empty space. And then after some time passed, I removed the box and I left it outside to ripen because it was not getting ripe inside the fridge. I think that's not the place to ripen the fruit. So when they're ripe, I can put them back in the fridge. Okay, well, hopefully they don't all ripen at once because I would eat one a day if they don't all ripen all at once. I can eat two a day, I guess so, but it's lucky to have any produce around here. I don't have any produce. I didn't ask for produce from the supermarket because I'm emergency need to eat food out of a supermarket because I'm hungry, and this is not for hungry. I'm used to eating calories, like a lot of calories, and fruit has light calories. It's light in calories. So if I eat 2,000 calories a day, this would be like 100 calories. So it's not like I would eat very many of these in a day, but I love juice. So, to be funny about how expensive these pears are, what I also would like from Harry and David, is that what it's called? Um, it's Harry and something about the shipment of these pears came from Harry and something. Um, I would make juice out of pears. So I need when Harry met Sally, Harry and David, the pears company that sent these pears, if they send me a juicer and then they send me more pears, as many pears as it would be to make juice, but I will have to ripen the pears. I still need to set up the pears like it's a produce section in the supermarket because I know the pears don't arrive ripe. You have to ripen the pear. So I still don't have enough space here. The pears, I think they're too heavy. The box is too heavy to go on the white shelf I have over there, which is like a utility shelf. I can put them in the fridge once they're ripe, but if I need to ripen them, I need to, like, I guess, air them out, like take the lid off and expose them to the air, and then let them ripen. So, but Charles Toe once bought me a juicer. I don't know how I know about juicing. I didn't really ask for that. He just brought it in. This was apartment number 36. I am evicted out of there by police. Yes, I shouted and I was put out of apartment 36 with the rent current and paid. So it's Ogden Pines, Las Vegas, Nevada. There was a juicer in there, and Charles Toe was bringing in mass amounts of fruits, and I made a lot of juice. So if I was going to do that now, and Charles Toe's not here at this time, and I don't know where he is or if he'll ever come back to this place to bring me food, and no matter where he goes after that, that's what's wrong with that. I still need the food. So I need when Harry met Sally, Harry and David, the shipping charges for this pair is that you're charging me that I can't get anything more out of you, and I didn't send you any payment. I don't have a credit card. I know these are from Mom. Yeah, so Mom sent them, so you owe me directly. When Harry met Sally, Harry and David owes me directly all the pairs that I want and anything else you sell. And then you owe me credit that I can get other things on the internet shipped here that are food because I'm hungry. Mom knows I eat. She knows that I'm eating because Mitch is giving me food. And if that's her, that's true that they're in that together is not due. So I need the actual brands and companies that are suppliers of food to internet or to stores with delivery to here. I need you to give me the food. And then you're not going to get out or you are going to get out. I would not know that because I don't leave the apartment. Except to go to the trash, to take out the trash. Because there's no one who will do that for me. When Harry met David, when Harry and Sally, I don't have you folks come who sent me whoever sent me, somebody delivered these, and they're not going to take the trash out for me. I'm going to do that myself, and I lock myself outside the gate when I do that. Because I didn't even want to live here. The police are making it a police matter that I take the garbage out. I get locked outside the gate by the police because they're the ones ensuring that I could even be here or I don't have a place to live at all until it's starting to look like it's creator AIDS and you all just have that you don't have a problem. I realize I put down a lot of leverage for myself, but you still have a choice. You don't have a problem, but you have a choice. You have homeless, you have jail. You also have that you can give me everything you have and you don't keep it yourself. Who knows what you're going to do? You can't just say, this is part of who I am. Everything I see is mine to myself and you're not myself and you don't have anything to yourself that's yours to yourself. From my point of view, everything is mine to myself. That's what a landlord would say, and you're not a landlord if you're not myself. So what I mean is whoever delivered these pears and said they are for the building. I came out and found the pears on the outside of the apartment, and whoever delivered them, you didn't eat them. Yeah, whoever delivered these pears, they're right here. Yeah, you didn't eat them. Yeah, but you don't want to take the garbage out because you're going to lock me out outside of the fence and I didn't order these from you. So what's not yours to yourself? What's yours to yourself? Why didn't you just keep them? Well, how did you deliver them? You died to give me a pear like this. It was too hard to eat. Is that why it's too hard to eat? You didn't really give it to me because I'm God is deceased right here. Yeah, but it is itself fruit and it's going to ripen. When it's ripe, I'm going to eat it. Well, what are you going to do? You're not going to come back and get the pear core and throw it out in the garbage. Not without threatening to come in here and take my keys and lock up the place empty so that you don't hear that kind of smack out of me again. Well, this is public. It's not due to fight with you. It's threatening you that your ears are hearing is in public. Your eyes identify what you hear in public. That is what's threatening you. it's not really up to you that you can say yes or no or yes or no. You have to actually do what you must do in public because you must, because you're in public, because you must, because you're in public. If I say the delivery agent who brought over these pears has to come back and pick up the cores and put them in the dumpster, I didn't let you in the gate either. No, I did not. I found them outside apartment number 1, and the address on the box is consistent with where I opened the door. You must come back here and get the core because you know who you are and I don't. That's so funny. Is this going to burn you because you don't know where this video is? You only know where you left the pears, but you don't know where to find the video. Well, when I post it, it'll be on YouTube. Did you get the message? Because you just did that to me with that these pears didn't just come out from the building. They're not materialized, manifested by this building. They're when Harry met David pears. Still not ready. I will regret it. If I take a bite because it's a little soft at the part where it turns brown, I will regret it because it is too firm for me. And it doesn't have the smell I'm looking for. I want it to smell like a pear. So the juicer. When Harry met David, I need you to send me a juicer because you owe me the food at this time. You owe me everything I want because you came here with pears and delivered these, and you didn't say they were not for me. They say Rebecca Moser. That's myself deceased. It's Rebecca Lynn Moser deceased. Don't call me by the name in the comments because it's deceased. That's why I'm saying the name. You're not, being responsible for my name. That's not your problem. What I would like to say is this is deceased to be here at this point. It should be ripe, but it's not. I'm trying to ripen the pear because I am myself, and it's so hard. You have very low formed things in God. It won't do anything for me. Well, you are very controlling that you might have anything at all, and it's true that you don't, because I can't ripen this pear so I can eat it right in front of you, and you can see that I have at least that much God in me. I am God deceased right here. I don't have that much God in me that I can ripen this pear and eat it in front of you. I am testifying that it's not ripe enough to eat it. It is too firm or too firm. I guess I would say it that way. Hard. I can't eat it. Obscene. It's obscene. Penis erect is hard. Yes, it's hard. Penis erect showing is hard. It's not my penis. It's not my penis. Somebody's hairy penis. It's hard. It's totally obscene. That's what's wrong with it. I'm telling you what's wrong with it. Why I can't ripen the pear right in front of you and eat it right in front of you. I won't. There's something wrong with it. It's where I am. It's not who I am. And there is, if you have those identity problems, I'm showing you something embarrassing about myself, but it's too late for you. Your genitals are illegal and there's no out. I am deceased in my genitals right here, and I'm waiting for you to be deceased in the threatening of the formed world, and then I am not in the formed genitals anymore in front of you or to myself anymore. About the juicer, what kind of juicer do I want? Jack LaLanne juicer. I know you have a very expensive juicer. The infomercials are so highly expensive right now, but I would take another juicer. Well, I want to stick a frother right into this pear and make it into juice, and I can't because I want a frother. Yeah, well, I also want coffee beverages. I want when Harry met David. I want Harry and David to .com to give me that I can make coffee beverages myself too. But where? Because you owe me keys. When Harry met David, you owe me keys because there's no counter space. I can show you from here. Should I get up? Oh, it's nothing you haven't seen before. Have you been watching these videos? All right, I'll walk over there just to clear the question that I don't get any comments I don't need. There's not enough counter space in here for to run a juicer. I can't have a juicer here because there's no plug. There's no plug here. The refrigerator is plugged in, but it's a refrigerator, and I'm not going to move it to plug in a juicer. There's a plug right there. I'm not plugging in the juicer and setting the juicer on the stove. That's no from me. When Harry met David.com. Ah, I dropped it. Yeah, I dropped something. That's what I'm doing to pay for this. You don't know what I have to do to pay for that. You're low in the property in dispute. I dropped something on the floor that I'm not going to touch the food anymore. Okay, so that's my name is deceased right there. It's not really RECCA, it's REBECCA. That's mom. She says mom. That's mom. And then Harry and David, shipping department. And then it says what on the box here? That says David. Let me turn it around. That says David. That would be maybe Harry underneath the label here. Greetings from Southern Oregon. Oregon. I don't know that. I'm in Nevada. RBCCA. Wow, they spell my name wrong again. Is that an E or a B? Wait, let me look. RB. Oh, that's part of the B is like not fully printed. It's not blackened in. So it's RBCCA, not RECCA. Okay. And that's what it says down here. RBCCA. The E's are missing. REBECCA. Well, FedEx. Oh, that's who did the shipping. Oh, all right. FedEx, you owe me a cell phone. Yes, you do. I said that faster than, okay, so this is like on the floor now, and it was touching the pears right there. So now I can't use that anymore. I dropped it. Who's going to pick it up? I will, but it goes in the garbage. I don't want to touch the floor because it's floor and it's also not clean, as you can see. It's not clean anyway because I walk on the floor. It's not clean. Even though I'm God deceased, I don't make the floor clean because I walked on it. I guess that's going to have to go out. Does Harry and David doesn't want to come and pick that up? No, you don't want to take out my garbage. You make garbage, you don't want to take it out. If I didn't take it out, you'd say, this place is a mess. It is a mess. That's kind of your hoarding problem. You don't have somebody who made the mess come and clean it up. You still want to be employed at your stations with great offending that all you do is tell somebody goodbye when you owe them a life. And if you don't want to give them a life, you can take them to jail and prison for asking you for anything at all. And then you have to go in there with yourself. That's how you don't make a mess like this in my life. You're not supposed to be waiting for the next greeting, and then you offend the greeting like you've never done that before. Heaven knows. I need to wash my hands because I've touched things. I could use more water, but it'll go right on myself in front of the camera. So I just used a little, but the water doesn't clean by that it touches myself. The water cleans by that. For example, if you run the tap and you have soap on your hands, soapy like bubbles on your hands, soap bubbles on your hands, then you can run your hands underneath the tap water and the soap bubbles rinse off your hands and go down the drain. That's how the tap water works. But I need water that just cleans because it's touching the skin, and I don't really have that here. I don't afford that. Roxette, musical group, and the lead singer, I don't know what her name is. Is it Roxette? Uh, from, I don't know, 1980s, maybe? 1980s, or I'll try 1980s. She sings the song Like a Flower. But I thought the song's title was Hideaway. But I think it's Like a Flower. Yeah. It's on my mind right now. That she doesn't have it paid for, or that I have this fruit here, because you have malicious on the radio that precedes yourselves. Well, you use your birthdays is not paid for because there are people on the radio that don't have alive that way or died that way. Include mass communications of music, publication of music, those singers and songwriters and musical groups and production companies, like contracts and everything that goes into making music in public. You don't have those bodies that are in leverage on that music, in leverage with your birthday. So